I got my people with me, ladies and gentlemen. We are here to not only entertain, but to have a real conversation. Things ain't been the same since I met so many people around town and out of town. Ms. Bena, how are you this evening?
I am blessed, love. And how are you?
I'm well. I'm well. Life is good. I could complain, but ain't nobody listening anyway. You know what I'm saying? I got a few things I want to talk to you tonight. It's a Bena the comedian. Do you really do that?
Yes, I do. I do stand up too as well. I just started this year, so I'm not really out there yet, but I do it mostly in Nashville. So
You started this year?
yeah. Back in March.
Why I don't never see no promotion for that?
Back in March, back in March. I don't do it as I should. I need to be more heavy on myself. So that's a work in progress with me. So it's coming. Just stay tuned.
So I asked that because I go to comedy shows, not just comedy shows for like Bruce and all of those people. I'm talking about amateur nights and all of those open mics and
Right.
things of that nature. And I'm like, how she a comedian and I ain't never in my life, I know a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't never in my, all they keep telling me, oh, she funny for real, bro. Oh yeah, she a real one. She cool. I hear great things about you. I just
Thank
wonder,
you.
I mean, if it was something negative, you would never hear it from me. Let me tell you something. If some negative come my way about you, you know why I would ignore it. You got to put it somewhere and keep it still now. Go get you a glass or something and sit the phone down.
I got you.
Keep moving, it's gonna keep dropping. But if I hear something negative about you, oh yeah, put your phone on do not disturb. Because when you get the messages and calls,
I
it's
did.
gonna go. You are on point. So if something negative come to me about you, um, honestly, I can't report back with it because I don't know you to believe it. You see what I'm saying? And people consistently will talk shit about me, but ain't never met me in real life. You know what I'm saying? So I can't take that as face value.
Something.
That's why I wanted to have this conversation with you because I don't know you, which is great. You're gonna give me different perspective, and I hope it's entertaining more than I hope it's entertaining more than people say I like to talk about trauma, but really I be looking for the solution. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But I don't think we could talk about a solution if there's no problem. Right?
And there's plenty
Uh
you could touch on, so I'm ready for it.
yeah. So we ain't gonna do a whole bunch of trauma tonight. We're gonna have some fun. You know what I'm saying? But first, I want to play this video and I want to have a conversation about what you saw
Okay.
versus I'm pretty sure I ain't thinking what you're thinking.
Okay.
But let's see what you think.
Moment where everyone's kind of a hoe and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect.
Age and occupation.
OnlyFans. I do content creating like on OnlyFans, and I work as a legal courtesan, meaning a legal prostitute.
And then I do OnlyFans. I am a legal sex worker. And he started talking about hoflation, which is like that's which is saying that men used to have to do a lot less and get a very high value woman. He's like, so think about your grandparents and your grandmother. She was a high value woman. She raised the kids. She was conservative. She was beautiful. All of these things. And now we live in this moment where everyone's kind of a hoe and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect or any value. And I just thought it was a really interesting video. It was obviously funny, but he was saying something. And we live in hoflation now, where everybody in their own capacity is selling their bodies. And unfortunately, these are the options that men have. No, I'm not saying it's stunning to me that women talk about what men need to be and what men need to be, but I think just kind of the complete disintegration of when I look at what my grandmother looked like in pictures. She passed in 2013, and just how classy and how beautiful and how much I wanted to be like her. And now I look at women today, and I just think, man, I feel bad for guys that that the pool is getting smaller, but also it's really positive for women that are conservative and who it means that you're part of maybe a smaller pool of individuals. I see it a lot more in the South, and that men should aspire to pursue those women, absolutely, to raise their families and to raise their kids.
Okay.
Wow.
Is that a lot?
It's the hoflation word for me, because what the hell does that mean?
I like it.
I love it. I thought it was clever as hell, but I've never heard it before. Like, when they say hoflation, do they mean like the inflation of the rate of hoes or the rate they're charging?
She's saying that hoeing is trending.
Yeah, it very much is. And I do agree on the respect level is really down, because, and I blame that on social media and like a whole lot of influences around. That's what like a whole lot of teenagers and stuff are being influenced in that way.
So now hearing not just, well, mostly what Miss Candace Owens was saying,
yeah.
I know what you agree with. Did you find anything you disagree with?
Yes and no, because it's a very controversial thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody can have a different opinion on their video alone. So, I mean, yes and no. It was a lot.
That's what I'm here for. Give me some of the talking points. If you need me to play it again, I'll play it again.
No, I was paying attention, honey. I'm with you. But like, they really can't touch on, our grandparents and stuff not being this and not being that, because they really don't know. Hell, the grandmama might have sold more ass than what the fuck being sold now. One. And then you don't know what the hell grandmama's doing behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Baking biscuits and tossing salads at night.
Okay, so what I saw when I saw that video, I saw a lot of women that chose a lifestyle, right?
Yeah.
Which they don't, the only part I disagree with is they don't like to admit that that decision came from trauma.
Yes, and that's very true too, because I've heard stories like that.
Broken homes or something happened.
Yeah.
And they made a life for themselves because they felt like, I'm just out here by myself. I got to get it how I got to get it. Right?
Yeah.
Some are overstimulated, over-sexualized at a very early age. They don't like to talk about the trauma, but your lifestyle tells me a lot about.
Very true. Very
what you got going on, right?
Very true.
I don't like that they're not honest about how we got here, right? They just say, I'm getting money. But yeah, I can light a piece of money on fire and how much you got right after that.
Right, exactly.
But you, ma'am, you are a full soul and a full spirit that's traveling through this earth that I'm sure has many gifts or just one that's powerful, and you're not using it. That bothers me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes.
Doesn't bother me personally, but I see it and I'm like, you don't even know what you got in your hands. And
right.
It's crazy. Just like if you was watching LeBron sit on the sidelines knowing he could be the greatest. He never done what he's done.
Why he not out on the court showing what he can do? And that comes from, like you said, with the trauma thing, with a lot of women, they don't want to speak on it and touch on it because, a whole lot of things will beat you down so bad mentally to where you forget that you matter as a person and as a human, and everybody has value to them.
So it's glorified because they make so much money doing it. I gotta be honest to say that, because if this was a minimum wage job, I don't think this many beautiful women would be doing it.
Oh, honey, it's very well paid.
Huh?
Very well paid. Yeah.
I think strippers would be a lot more aesthetically challenged globally if it wasn't no money in it, if it didn't offer what looks like a better life. But I know millionaires that have been depressed in that $1 million mansion, depressed in that Rolls Royce, defeated mentally, owning that Fortune 500 company. So you can't tell me money is gonna fix everything.
Money does. No, it does not. No, it does not. It's a cover up for a lot of people.
Really just enhances exactly who you are, right? We seeing what P. Diddy going through right now.
Oh, yes.
The money and the power. I'm not here to speak to whether he's guilty or innocent, but what I am saying is if he was involved in any of those activities and treated women that way, disgusting, first of all. Second of all, he was like that before the money. You don't just become a predator out of nowhere. It was either on your mind or it wasn't.
You already had that mindset at first.
Or maybe he had certain visions of what he would do with women, and some of it came from some kind of trauma somewhere, but the money and the power just enhanced his vision of what he wanted to do, and it turned out disgusting and predatory, right? So I don't condone any of the behavior. Like I said, I'm not here to judge whether or not he's innocent or guilty, but I find that behavior terrible.
When they speak on R. Kelly, they touch on him a lot about his childhood and his childhood stuff. So who's to say? Like you said, the same could be going on with Diddy too. You never know what's on somebody's mind.
I got a question for you, R. Kelly. Can you still listen to his music?
I can. I get jiggy with it too.
For me,
but that's me. A whole lot of people can't.
I'm gonna say, for me, the art is separated from the person, because what do we know about Hollywood, period?
Yes, I definitely agree with that. Him as a person and his talent are two different things.
I say we watch the most disgusting people produce music, movies, all our entertainment, but because he was made a spectacle of, I can't listen to R. Kelly. You still watching movies, and I know the men messing with little girls,
exactly,
little boys,
exactly.
You still going to that church, but
I was gonna speak on that too. I'm glad you said the church. They up in the church, our holy rolling and stuff, and the pastor sleeping with the deacon's sons and everything else. You never know what somebody's doing behind closed doors. A face is just a face.
So for me, the music was genius because his gift was pure.
Yeah, he's a talented
man.
How
he meant it ain't gotta be how I mean it when I sing it. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what's crazy about that part too? When you listen to lyrics, once things like this comes out with the accusations, it makes you listen differently. To me, it do, but not not to you.
It made me want to. However, I had to understand that I'm not him. The reason I know I'm not him is because I go to the ATM almost every day to deposit or withdraw, and it don't look nothing like what he got to experience. I know I ain't him. I also never woke up and could sing like that. You see what I'm saying? That was God given for me. That was God given, because it ain't many that can do what he's done with a pen and then perform. I know a lot of people that can sing their ass off, can't write no song.
Exactly. That's a two-way thing. You possess both.
This is a person that's uneducated in the Western way.
Yeah.
Uneducated. He was illiterate in court.
Yeah.
Literally, people was forging his signature and writing it for him, or he'll put an X on big contracts.
Ain't that crazy how somebody can blow like that and can't even write?
No. That's what they look for. Why you think the entertainment business is a young man's game? Because they're more impressionable. They're not going to sign a seasoned 40-year-old man on purpose, knowing he can go get somebody to read that contract and say, you're not about to fuck me.
They want somebody they can mind fuck.
Yeah. They need somebody that need it.
Own way. Yeah.
Hungry enough to sign this deal where we own everything and you don't make nothing. You make almost nothing, but we'll make you look rich in the process.
Yeah, and they're taking a whole lot of that. A whole lot of people understand that part about the entertainment business and stuff like that. Yeah, you're the face of it, but you're not making all that profit.
For sure. So tonight I called the show "Curse to be Blessed," and what I meant by that term, a lot of people feel like as soon as they start being blessed, it's a curse, but they don't realize along the way you've been experiencing these things subtly, even in friendships, any type of relationship level. You've been going back and forth with people you love, people you just met, business partnerships. The hatred is real in this world. I don't know why people don't want to see you win, but it's a thing across the board, right? But I like to shed the light on some of the things in other areas, like homegirl activity. We're going to get to that because I got questions for you as a woman that maybe you can help me see as because I always got my own opinion, my own eyes. And what do we know? 3 people can be standing together, watch a fight, and they all got a different view of how it happened, right?
Right.
So tonight I'm looking for woman's perspective only. I don't want to do most of the talking. I really just want to ask the question and see. I want to learn something tonight.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So first we're going to get to moving on. Moving on. I know that we know what that you've been in multiple relationships in this lifetime.
And
serious relationships now. I ain't talking about the little cut buddy later.
No, that's a different question. Now, serious ones, not many serious ones. Now, the little here and there, little flings and stuff, yes. But serious ones are very hard to move on from.
No, I ain't asked you.
When you're invested in them, they are.
Now, I ain't asked you about the moving on part. I just asked, have you experienced multiple serious relationships?
Of course.
Okay, cool. Because I have no idea how old you are. You're in your 30s, 40s. I don't know.
31, baby.
Okay, you a baby. Okay, come on in here, baby. All right, so listen, I'm 42, so that's why I say that.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm a grown ass man. So now I want to ask this first question. Have you ever had a hard time watching your ex move on? And what did that look like?
Depending on which ex, because I you have some who you glad to see him go because of what you've been dealing with.
Tell me about the one you want to tell me about. And also, I got a rule. only the family know this rule. We just don't say names.
Woo!
We don't do names.
I wouldn't say the name, no way.
No, I'm saying only the family know. And I call everybody that tune in. You say what?
I had to fix my camera. Okay.
Why you don't find somewhere to prop that phone up?
I'm getting ready to. Let me find it.
Please do it right now so we can get comfortable.
Because I'm like, I keep moving.
Yeah, prop that phone up.
Better.
No, because now I can. Okay, I can see you. I guess I can see you. Yep, right there.
Okay, good.
All right. So give me an ex that you've had a hard time. You had a hard time watching your ex move on. So I'm talking about it's you. Maybe the feelings just still there. Maybe you ain't wrapped your mind around it being over yet. Anything like that. Anybody that loves for real knows what that feels like, right?
Okay.
So talk to me about that.
So speaking as a woman, I'm gonna be very truthful on this right here. I've had times where I was the problem and I didn't see it till after the fact that it was already over with. But it's hurtful once the situation or the relationship is over and you haven't realized that maybe it was you until the person has already moved on and probably found somebody else who's filling the void that you needed to fill. But at the time, you wasn't doing your job or what you needed to do. That was the worst thing for me, was watching somebody be happy when in our reality, if I would have took accountability and fixed myself, I could have made it work.
You are probably the second one. I've been doing this in July, it'll be 5 years, right? You're the second woman to say, I know I was the problem.
Yeah.
In 5 years, 2 women.
They don't want to admit it.
That's crazy to me. Not crazy, but it's telling, to say the least, right? I've been the problem for sure. I've admitted it for 5 years. I've definitely been the problem a bunch of times on purpose, right? Yeah. I didn't feel like it should have been a problem because I communicate well. I communicate effectively. I get right to it. My intentions are never hidden. I'm telling you, this is all I want. You in or you out.
Exactly. Straight to the point.
You know what I'm saying? I just hate when the narrative changes because your feelings got into it and I ain't there. So I've been in a lot of situations like that. But I was the problem because I didn't leave when I found that out.
Yeah.
So I'm able to take accountability because I saw the problem and didn't rectify it with standing on business, as they call it today. You know what I'm saying? I didn't stand on business a lot of time because, let's be honest, some of y'all hot pocket is different.
Yes, it is.
Some of y'all hot pocket is different. And some of us ain't ready to just say goodbye to that. Just like some of these dudes, cucumber, be having y'all in a washer and dryer.
Heavy in the days too.
I don't know. I never had one. Don't want one. My point is, I done seen how y'all act over it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
I've been that, so I definitely understand what you're touching on that part.
What's the worst thing you did to a man because of it? Out of spite.
Lord, who is listening to this? Lord,
you said you gonna be real with me, didn't you?
Woo-wee!
You said you gonna be real with me.
Stuff behind men that I really love, depending on my love level with you, I'll take it there. But that's me in the past. God ain't through with me yet. I'm working on my growth.
Yeah, answer my question.
Yes, I did. Vandalism is real, honey. I put it there.
What did you vandalize? That's what I'm asking you. What you tear up?
Car, house, leg.
I tore up my own shit in a relationship. That was stupid shit.
I have too. I done broke my own phone. I done wrecked my own car on accident because I'm mad at somebody. And that's the truth. Yeah. That's all you cause and effect is a crazy thing. It is.
Yeah.
You said keep it real. I'm keeping it real.
After I had to replace all my shit, I realized then maybe managing my emotions is a thing.
And then it's crazy. After you done tore up your own shit, you still stay. I've been that person.
Me too.
I've been that person. I've been that person. And it sounds crazy to me now talking to you about it. But back then I was like, maybe this still can work. Ain't no way in the hell it's gonna work after I done tore up my own shit. It's been time to go.
Listen, it could have worked if y'all had a conversation, an in-depth conversation about where we've been versus where we trying to go.
Right.
I think a lot of us start relationships and don't talk about where we trying to go.
Yeah, and a whole lot of people try to force people into them too. Like, for instance, if a man tell you he's not ready for this and that, you shouldn't be trying to rush into that with him either. Just take things slow. But a whole lot of people get peer pressure into things too, and that's not right.
So when you say a whole lot of people, ain't it mostly men?
Mostly men, mostly.
Can we just say that?
Yeah.
Can we just say it's mostly men?
Mostly, majority. Yes, it is.
What are we? What we doing? Because you ain't finna play with my head.
I ain't trying to play with nobody's head, honey. I don't want mine played with no more either.
Listen.
But it is majority of men to get peer pressure into that.
Blessings to each and every person showing up this evening, man. Thank y'all for being here. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be right here with me on the Jermaine Hall Show, another Let's Talk Heavy session. I got my people with me, Miss Bena. If you ain't seen her, you're missing your blessing. You understand? The comedian on the rise. Y'all understand me? Coming to a stage near you. Miss Tanya in the comments, blessings to you. She says, I'm not tearing up my own shit and then got to replace it. Listen.
I was reading that too. I know it's crazy, sis, but I've been there. I've done that. And look, the past is the past. It's crazy as hell, but I've been her. I've been her.
But don't just talk about you. I just said I've been there. I tore up my own shit and had to fix it the next day before she brought her ass back home.
And be pissed.
I'm in there looking stupid. My partner that build houses and stuff, he like, bro, you tore the whole door frame off? And they're looking dumb. You hear me?
Honey, I done broke the bathroom doors and everything else.
Actually, I just kicked the door off the hinge, but the whole door frame, that told me how cheap them houses be.
What size do you wear?
Huh? Oh, it's just an 8, but I'm a little strong and shit.
You got a hard 8.
I had anger issues.
Woo.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
After a lot of therapy, I've been through a lot. You know what I'm saying? So that the easiest way to explain it is when you give everything that you deem everything to a person, and they take it for granted and then betray you.
Ooh, that's a strong word.
You don't even know how far you're willing to take it until you're pushed to that. Now I got my perspective is wider. Yeah. I'm not so narrow-minded as to believe somebody can't fuck me over. Yeah. I'm not so narrow-minded as to believe somebody can look me dead in the face and be lying when they say I love you.
Yeah, yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Only because
at it. They good at it too.
Well, I'm gonna say only because I've never said I love you and didn't mean it. I didn't know people could say I love you and don't mean it.
I have.
I'm literally, when guys say, bruh, I was in the hot pocket, I'm stroking, I just told her I love her, I ain't mean nothing. I ain't never done that. I just enjoyed the hot pocket. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never played with them 3 words at all. I never walked in that world. So when a girl,
I'm so proud of you. I wish I could say the same, but I can't.
No, it's not. I'm not down to nobody that do. I'm saying I've never been able to fathom why them 3 words is the 3 words you want to use in this moment. I don't feel that. I can't talk about that.
Right. It's like you spoke on the heat of the moment time. I've said it in the heat of the moment because I love what was being done to me in the moment. When I loved you.
And then I got one of my favorite people, you know what I'm saying? Miss Steph, she said, they sure can. I have. I believe her.
Hey, Steph.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you know Steph. But
no,
she
no,
said, oh, okay. But Steph is dope. So for me, I literally can't just say I love you and I ain't got nothing behind it. So when I'm out here giving the most and I'm out here being, because you know what it takes for a man to impress y'all. We really can't be half-assing unless you picking bums. Bums know they bums. A woman is the only person that can validate them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and baby, you gonna be all right. I know you ain't got no.
They'll go for that, and then they don't understand why they're not living up to what they want them to be. But you knew that he came in with nothing. What could you expect?
Well, it's different for men because we could be, let's say, making 60,000 a year. We ain't even got to go to the millions. Just comfortable, living a good life, bills paid, and we got a little extra 15 a year that we're putting up, right?
Yeah.
But we meet a girl making $12 an hour. We could spoil her and not question how much she want to do. That's the problem. We ain't checking what else do they want.
Yeah.
We're gonna force our level up on the next person.
Yeah, that's true.
I say men making a mistake not checking that girl goals.
Yeah, because that's one thing you should always check at the door.
Not even marking off when she accomplished and move forward. We just ask, even if they ask, when the last time you asked, what has she accomplished since y'all been fucking around?
And a whole lot of people get so caught up in maybe her beauty, or maybe she got a big old butt, or maybe it's something else to where they're not even analyzing the whole person. They're just looking at the picture.
So for me, I could never do that. I can't live like that. I can't say I love you and I don't mean it. So I got pushed to that limit because I had never in my life witnessed. My family is really who I generally use that phrase with. And then my first love, right? So if we're going to talk about how many relationships I've been in, serious relationships, 3. My first love, we definitely said it, right? That lasted 3.5 years. Then I met her. And the way she did me with love, I had only, outside of her, I had only told my brothers, sisters, mamas, cousins. You see what I'm saying? And even when we talking to some cousins, we don't see all the time. Love you.
Right.
It ain't really, I love you.
Yeah. It sounds like a full on I love you. And putting the I in front of the love you matters. It makes a difference.
Because you text me love you, we're done here.
Yeah, that ain't no real, there was no emotion in it at all.
Oh, you just turned me to a demon because, baby, I don't believe you and I'm going to move on. You just probably going to find out last. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Don't play with me. I'm in a different space now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to keep going.
Okay.
And we were talking about having a hard time moving on from your ex. And you said you did the vandalism thing, right?
I have.
Right. So for me, the relationship I was in, and I watched her flourish, as they call it, in the next relationship, I had no choice. We in the same city. We was in some of the same circles, at the time. And this dude was courteous enough to come to me and say, bro, I really didn't know you was in the picture. She told me you was her roommate.
One of them situations. Wow.
Right. So he felt manipulated. At the same time, he wanted to know we ain't got no problems, right? And I said, I ain't got no problem. I'm done there. Enjoy yourself. Whatever you get out of it, get something out of it. He said, oh, hell no.
Right. He ain't want no parts either. Yeah.
I just got the real about who this person is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tripping because my homegirl, my best friend. I'm like, who? When he told me, I'm like, oh, yeah, we go way. He said, I went and asked her about you. That don't match. How did you meet this girl? He's like, what I know about you, I don't even know how you allowed this girl in your life because the shit we do don't even line up with how you live.
Wow.
The shit that we love, I know you don't do. You know what I'm saying? That's
different
drugs.
People know that, yeah.
That's drugs and other things. You know what I'm saying? But he was just like, where did y'all find commonality?
Right.
And that made me go think about my picker. Like, how am I choosing these women if a stranger is telling me, nigga?
And they can see it. Yeah.
There's no way you should have been with that girl. You don't live like that. Don't nothing like that attract. Like, what the fuck was you doing? What? Because she fine. That's it. And that's where, you know what I'm saying? I started to adjust and I started to stop blaming her. And I had to look in the mirror and say, nigga, you picked her.
Think yourself. You do. You really have to analyze the whole person. That took me a long time to learn about myself too, because I would look at, oh, he fine, or he got a nice smile, or he dressed nice and all that. Okay, that's just the outside. Somebody's outside can be beautiful and the inside ugly as hell.
And look in your face and smile about being ugly.
Very true.
Mr. AJ, he says some ladies will cuss you out over letting them go over using the term I love you loosely. I ain't never been cussed out over I love you.
I don't think I have either. That's a new one for me, AJ.
Damn, AJ, you done had that's PTSD, boy. I ain't never seen that.
That's very different. I ain't never. I'm like, what? I'm reading it like, what?
Miss Steph, she said, I think it's always hard to watch someone else succeed with somebody you failed with, especially if it was something you tried hard for. So now, to that point, what to that you say what, Miss Bena, and then I'll get to my point.
Like I said, with the self part on my end, learning to self-analyze and realizing that yes, you may have been the issue is hard. It's really hard, especially when you're always someone who you feel like you're never wrong. Like you're always trying to point the finger at the next person when a whole lot of times you need to point the fingers back at yourself and think as to why. There's always a cause and effect for everything. Why is he? Am I doing something to cause this? But a whole lot of people don't want to ask themselves those questions.
That's true. That's true too. So I was the problem a lot of times because I love women. And baby, if you beautiful, I'm on your body. You hear me?
Right.
Not just physically, I'm a talker. So I like to spend a lot of time in your mind. If you're not a communicator, we ain't gonna never make it.
You smart communication.
If you are man, my dog, how the hell you know that, boy? You must have, this my dog, Snake in the building, Jamal. He said you in the story.
He know me.
Oh, I thought he was talking about me. Damn,
you
I'm
Aquarius
too. 128.
February 13th. That's why we like this. Let's get it.
Snake in the building. My dog Bruce, he in the building. He said, yes, you are a talker. He tried to be funny though. He from Memphis. They gonna talk crazy about you. You heard me. I love you to death, Bruce. Appreciate you showing up, bro.
Long as you talk about it, ain't no wrong with it.
No, I love Bruce to death. BJ is my dog. You hear me? But what I wanted to say 100% is that I don't feel like nobody has ever betrayed me if they were honest with me.
Yeah.
So we both know it can feel like betrayal because of the information.
It
In the
can.
moment, I don't ever feel betrayed by somebody looking me dead in the eye and say, I'm fucking with somebody else.
See, I don't either, because I respect that you even came to me like that, and you respect me enough to be honest with me about that, because a whole lot of people can't do that. That's a hard thing for some people, and a whole lot of people can't take it, like you said, especially if it's given in a certain way. I don't care how you give it to me, just keep it funky with me.
I don't think it's that they can't. I never think it's what you can't do. It's about what you're willing to do.
Right. The willingness. Yeah.
I have a keen sense of focus when it comes to what people value in relationships. So if I know she's never been treated good and she's attracted to how I treat her now, she gonna do her damnedest not to show me if she fucked off in a certain area.
Yep.
Because she's only dealt with niggas that beat her, talked to her crazy, stole from her, took from her, you know, just all the damage.
A whole lot of people who haven't been loved properly can't accept it. They don't know how.
You want to preserve this one thing this man does for as long as possible. So if you sneaking and creeping and that's in you, you're gonna do your damnedest to keep that shit as far out of town and across town as you can. But the problem is you don't know that, baby. I can feel you've been fucking off.
The energy be different. A whole lot of people, they telling themselves.
No. Yes, a lot of people do, but some people are pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I've been.
Here's the thing they can never escape: our discernment. Discernment. If you know anything about discernment, or for those that are not into the Bible or God like me, we call it our gut feeling, that energy. When you come back around, that stench is still on you.
Woman's intuition is a motherfucker.
They call it women's intuition, but they don't know God gave it to both species. You know what I'm saying? So it's just discernment. Your level of discernment is up to you. If you ain't connected, that's why you missed it.
And you know, some people don't miss it.
If I'm living like you, I'm gonna miss it.
A whole lot of people that been seeing red flags from day one, they don't want to accept it.
If I'm living like
cheating on you or she wasn't doing right, you stayed there hoping that would change. You can't make nobody do shit. They gotta want to do it.
Nah, no. But if I'm living like you, I'm gonna miss it. Because I'm so focused on keeping something from you.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? In the comments, Miss Wakisha, blessings to you. She said, I'll take a hard truth over a lie any day. And I'm gonna challenge that in just a minute because we get into the lies. We gonna get to the lies. Now I'm gonna move on to my next question. Oh, wait, we got a few comments we're gonna get to because I love when the people come in here and show love and get it off their chest for the week. Mr. Jason, he said, I had a woman ask why I didn't do this or that when we were together. She didn't understand. She didn't get it when I told her it felt like a demand from her, like she was forcing me. To that you say what, Miss Bena?
I've been told this because I know I can come off as very demanding, and anybody who knows me knows that I'm very adamant with my words and how I approach things. So I've been told that, like I said, with my growth, also touching on me and my personal growth. As a woman, a whole lot of times we don't even come to you guys and just ask for things. We demand it in that way, and that's not fair, because instead of me asking you to do something, I'll be like, oh, you better do this or I'm gonna leave. Like, me trying to give you ultimatums is not gonna make you want to do anything.
Miss Steph said, respect honesty, but also don't allow anyone to disrespect you. Know what you know and keep it pushing. So for me, there is a line. There's a line, but there's also things that I don't view as disrespectful. It's just disrespectful that you had to let me find out, or the way it got delivered to me. You know what I'm saying? I slick wouldn't have had a problem with that action because of the level of relationship we hold at this point, right? So you really could have just said, this is what I'm feeling, this is what I'm on. Is that gonna mess up what we got going on? And I really would have said, no, I ain't put no ring on your finger.
Exactly. You can walk away right now and everything be fine.
Not even walk away. You can go to dinner with dude.
Right.
Go ahead on. We just started dating. We just fucking for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We fucking and we hang out. Dude want to take you out. Who am I to say that ain't your next husband?
And I've heard so many times that, oh, we go together. Just because a man is giving you some, don't automatically mean y'all go together. Has he put the title on that? Have y'all made an agreement to that? Because you can't just say, oh, that's my man, that's my woman. If it's not a two-sided thing, no, you do not. Like you said, we just fucking. It's a totally different ball game. Very different.
The amount of times that I've been told we go together and the amount of times I laugh, I'm going to tell you the amount of times I laughed.
I can imagine.
The amount of times I laughed is way more times than I've been told. I laughed before they told me because I saw what they was doing to try to force it on me. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you do in this lifetime. If that spark ain't there, I can't force it.
You can't make somebody just, oh, okay, yeah, this and that. Like, you shouldn't just want to cuff just anybody. That's a sacred thing because I'm giving you a whole lot of my time and we all on borrowed time.
I don't like this comment a lot. He said, oh, I sleep with you now, we together. Okay, fellas, this is where accountability comes in. We understand as adults, I hope today, that sex is not just sex.
Mm-hmm.
It's an energy transfer. It's a more intimate thing than the moment. She could be a whole prostitute selling it to you for 100 or 40, whatever her price may be. But I'm going to tell you, the more you do it, the more you'll start to carry each other's DNA and each other's energy. And there will be a connection that you can't explain because you're not in the know, right? So if you're not in the know understanding sexual transfer, then that will also make you feel exactly like this statement. Girl, I was just trying to hit, I'm out. Well, when you hit, understand that you carrying her DNA and she carrying yours. That's why you feeling like she feel today and she feeling like you felt yesterday because y'all are sharing.
Soul ties is a real thing once you connect with somebody like that.
I'm saying the more you do it, it gets a little bit.
Yeah, when you instantly, it gets deeper.
I can't put an absolute on that. I can't put an absolute on we not together. I can put an absolute on my upfront conversation with you. This is all I'm after. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is all I'm after. If you know as a person you can't handle just fucking, stop just fucking.
Ain't that it?
Stop just fucking. I know you horny. Girl, how many free porn sites is out?
Honey, and you can rub it out and take your ass to bed and get up and do it all over again.
What's messed up?
You don't worry about calling nobody and answering your phone. Fuck it. You ain't got to answer shit.
You know what it
is?
You know what else? I grew up, when I got my sense, I grew up in the 90s where no toys that we knew about and internet. Man, y'all got so much access right now to pleasure yourself. Now, I wouldn't advise overstimulating yourself with it because you lose touch with human touch and you become desensitized in that area. So nobody can please you if you overdoing it. Let's be clear about that. Now, I'm not going to go down this long, dark road of how bad that is, but I will say sex is not just sex.
Oh, it's not. It's not.
Y'all got roses and things, you know what I'm saying? Just like Steph said. But here's the thing. You use that rose too much. Now your favorite guy can't even please you. You know what I'm saying? Miss Teresa, listen, you don't agree with that? I want to add you to the live because I miss you, baby. That's my dog. Last time she was on the live, it was years ago, but she's so dope. But anyway, put in the comments, Miss Teresa, if you want to join the live. Now, I'm going to go to the next question. Girl activity, homegirl activity.
Mm-hmm.
Something. Remember I told you about the confusion? I just needed to learn tonight. I literally need to know this. Have you ever had to check a homegirl over a relationship you was in? She was being too invasive.
Yes, like putting too much input in on things that she thought she knew, but she really didn't know. Like that type of question.
Yes.
Okay, yes. Things of that nature. That's why also
talk to me about how that went. Start from the beginning, don't lie.
Yeah, of course. I won't.
But I also want to know how you handled it though.
I'm gonna keep it straight with you. Okay. That also starts with self too. Like you shouldn't always put everything on Front Street or in somebody else's ear if it's only meant to be between you and another person either, because then you can't sit up there and express something to a certain person and then get mad at how they react or what they say to you too. So that's also starts with yourself. But like being too invasive and inputting things to where you shouldn't, that's just being messy. And once you be too messy, I'm done with you. I love you from a distance. And that's that on it.
So that's how you handled it. You was just done with it.
I keep people to the curb so quick. My cutoff game is strong as hell.
Why? Sometimes a little straightening can fix the problem.
Yeah, but once you done straighten out too many damn people, you ain't got the energy for all that no more. I gotta protect my energy.
I ain't mad at it. If that's how you live it, for me, I don't get so involved with people that I gotta cut them off. Like it feel like you cut off anyway meeting me because you ain't gonna see me much. You know what I'm saying? The people that I let in know intimate things about me. You can't post a subliminal about me that I'm gonna see.
Okay, yeah.
People that know me for real are gonna ask the real questions, like where did this come from? And you ain't gonna have no real detail because you don't know me. You might know me from high school, but that ain't who I am today in my 40s.
Like that's when people let too many people get involved in their own personal life. Then you mad because somebody spoke on something. Well, you put it on Front Street for everybody to know. You're broadcasting your own information and get mad because everybody's speaking on it. That's like making a post on Facebook and then you asking questions or for like recommendations on something. Then somebody say something you don't like. You ask the question. You put it out there.
Miss Teresa said, I've spoken to them about it, but they seem to deny it. But you know your friends, you know how your friends are and how they flirt. No other fuck I don't. You flirt with who I call my lady, my nigga move around. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been the guy to go in a full circle of guys around me and ask, are you fucking with her?
Right.
Do you have any dealings with her? Is anybody connected here? I've had full conversations with guys, and some of them didn't agree with it. Like, bro, you gonna cuff her? Why you want? I don't care about what you think about the move I'm finna make. I'm asking, are you tied to this woman?
Like in any way, shape, or form, have you ever been connected?
And if you lying, I'm a
right. And be honest with it. Right.
If you lying, I'm gonna find out anyway.
Asking, why you feel that way or none of that. You just asking about you two as a party. Y'all had any relations.
And for me, if you lying, I'm gonna find out anyway. And when I find out, I ain't gonna react the way you think I'm gonna react. I'm clever.
Yeah, everything comes to light. Mm-hmm.
My thing is, I move like that. I don't expect people to be who I am. I don't expect you to act in the manner that I'm gonna act in, but I am gonna see you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
And a whole lot of people try to insult your intelligence and mind fuck you in that way. Like you said, it's gonna come to the light eventually. So you might as well go ahead and tell me now while I'm asking you, because when I find it from somebody else, now it's the issue.
That's the part they discount every time, is that nobody knows. Boy, I know that girl that work at that desk at the hotel that y'all keep checking into. I know the clerk at the Speedway that y'all keep getting gas before y'all go to the hotel.
Who, my auntie? on my auntie.
Oh yeah, I know her. That's your auntie.
I'm fucking.
I'm just making up a scenario, but yeah, I know your auntie. My point is, you never know who people know.
You don't never know people know. That's why, man, honesty is always the best policy. And we learned this in elementary school, and nobody seems to get that concept. If you be honest, it saves you a whole lot of headache, a whole lot of it. Because once you tell lie, you got to keep lying to cover up the other shit, and eventually all this shit's gonna blow up in your face. Now you looking stupid.
Let's just say they're a great liar and remember all their lies. The problem you're going to have is you're going to get frustrated that the same questions keep getting asked a different way.
Exactly.
So if people start to ask you the same question a different way, at some point, why does it not light your mind up that they know the answer to the question, just go on and come clean? They not asking you no more because they don't know. They asking you because they waiting on you just to say, all right, this is what really happened.
Right. 9 times out of 10, if I keep asking, it's because I'm waiting for you to be light bulb. Maybe she knows something. No, your ass keep trying to make up other shit. Then one time the story went from you was there at 5 o'clock, now you there at 6. You don't know when you said this and this. Like, it's a whole lot of this stuff being misconstrued.
You hear me? That's how that really go. So now, moving on to the next thing. If a friend scenario, if a friend of yours saw your dude out with somebody else, would you want her to A, confront them, B, call you immediately, or C, ignore it?
I'm with the confrontation on this one because really and truly, it could be something that you know what I'm saying? Sometimes people overthink things before they even in a situation. It might be a cousin or a best friend from a long time ago, or it could be them being, you know what I'm saying, unfaithful too, but you really don't know that. But me, if it was on the other end with me and it was my homegirls, man, I'm gonna confront any damn way because I'm nosy as hell. Because I want to know what's going on anyway, so I can go back and report it because I feel like I should. So that can go a lot of different ways.
Okay, all the young ladies, blessings to Miss Jonisha, blessings to you, my dog in here. You know what I'm saying? She said, call me. And Miss Teresa, she said, call me too, man. Call me. Steph said, call me. So it's a whole lot of call me. You know what I'm saying?
Man, but a whole lot have different outlooks too.
Miss Vakisha, she said, call me. Don't even wait. You know what I'm saying? So your dude is out. He out with another chick. I got a problem with this. 100%. Well, this one right here. If a friend of yours saw your dude out with somebody else, right? Would you want her to confront you? Now, this is the friend. She's not in the know about y'all relationship. This is how I see it. She's not in the know. Y'all should be in the know, you and your dude. So if a cousin is in town, woman, he taking his cousin or his sister that they ain't never met out, and she just calling you bitch, because that's how y'all talk. He up here with why do you gotta clear your relationship up with your friends is what I'm alluding to.
Right. So that means that you already had problems from Jump Street, because why you don't know who he out with or where he at anyway. With that being said, even if you don't know where he's at, why y'all don't have that trust already and that bond built to where if somebody feel like they need to call you, it shouldn't even be that type of issue going on.
Here's my thing. I'm saying
that's a real friend.
No, I'm saying forget the friend. Take the friend out of it. You and your man. He takes the cousin or the sister, whoever in town visiting out, right? The friend don't know because it ain't the friend fucking business.
It ain't.
So she calling you this, that, and third. How are you handling this phone call when you already know where your man at and what he doing?
Now the bitch just being messy. Now you know you got to messy it.
But tell me how you gonna handle that phone call.
Depending on the state of mind that I'm in, or if me and him was in a good space that day. If me and him have been arguing or something, or say that some shit done popped up in his phone and it's one of them kind of days, I'm gonna be livid. I'm gonna be mad as hell.
Why shit popping up in his phone? Why you?
Shit pops up in phones.
Not in mine.
That's yours, Mr. Hall.
Well,
But
shit,
you
dude,
know
let me
ain't
stop.
capping like that.
Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm capping right now. And I usually be able to call cap on my guest before I call. I'm capping right now. I've literally stood next to my girl and a chick from over a year ago sent me lingerie and you know what pictures to
Over
follow.
a year ago,
Man, she was thinking about me.
you done did something to her for you to be on her mind like that a year later.
I go to work. When I'm in there, I'm in there. But my point is, she wasn't in town.
What else you doing though? You must have been doing other things too. Like
No,
where
no,
you
nothing led up to it. It was literally.
her?
Listen to me. If I show you my inbox right now, it's unprovoked.
I got
And
you.
if I'm unprovoked, I'm saying nothing on my part. Whatever their motivation is, it's no different than men in y'all inboxes. What do y'all need to say for them to jump in there with the dick?
And you be surprised. There's so many men.
I don't be surprised.
Well, I'm speaking on myself. I got people in there who they've never got a response, no kind of answer, no indication I was interested at all. I got months of conversation them talking to themselves. That just blows my mind. Like, how can you sit up here and think that I'm interested? You've been writing me messages since 2019. It's 2023. I haven't responded one time.
Okay, I don't want to lose the point. Miss Teresa say the man creeping. If he out with a woman and the friend call, see how they jump to conclusions? I ask one thing.
It's easy to, though. It is easy to.
No, it's not. What is easy to do is trust your partner. You picked him. Did you pick him to lead this family? Right? You picked him. Why is your friend calling you a red flag? How y'all living? How y'all living? If a nigga called me about my old, dudes call me all the time about women. My whole life. But the one thing I understood about dudes, they trying to fuck that girl. They want y'all to break up.
And with the homegirl part too, because the homegirl might want your man because of what he's doing for you.
100%. It's attractive.
Messy as hell, right?
Miss Jonisha said he is creeping if he has not discussed this beforehand. Did I ever say he didn't discuss it with you?
No, you ain't said that part.
I said the friend saw a girl.
Seems sneaky if it wasn't talked about. I see what she's saying, but no, we ain't say that. But yeah.
But I didn't say that.
Right.
Okay, Jonisha, you want to be on here right now? Put a yes in the comments if you want to be on here right now. Because she like, I need to be on this show. Because what? Here's the thing.
It out.
That's my dog. Jonisha's my dog. So here's the thing. I never put in that question, and I'll put it back up. That is clear as day what I said.
Right.
If a friend of yours saw your dude out with somebody else, would you want her to confront them, call you immediately, or ignore it? Never in there did I say he didn't communicate with you, right or wrong.
If she ignores it, she a fake ass friend. Why the fuck would you ignore that anyway? That ain't no friend.
I got you, Miss Jonisha. You say that ain't no friend to ignore it?
Yeah, like if you just disregard it, whatnot. But then again, that could come into her being messy or having ill will in their relationship.
Okay, I understand.
That's what I'm saying. So that's just completely all bad anyway to ignore it from all sides.
I would ignore it. We have a different point. We have a different perspective moving forward. So if I saw my homeboy's old lady out, right, with another dude, here's the reason I ignore it, because I've been a victim of them getting back together and being pissed at me still to this day for saying something.
Right.
We literally on the outside looking in, we don't know if this man gonna forgive this woman or this girl gonna forgive this man, and then they say, bitch, stay out of our business at the end of the day.
Right.
It's literally none of my fucking business. And here's why it ain't none of my business. I don't know what the details of what y'all relationship is going through anyway.
You don't. You don't know the whole story, right?
Y'all could have just last night talked about being in an open relationship. How would I know that? Bruh.
Wouldn't.
Hey man, I'm up here at Governor Square. Your old lady at the Chinese spot with dude we saw at the movie theater last Thursday. Man, get off my phone. He might not even be ready to discuss the new layout of their relationship.
Exactly. Things change. Yeah.
Now I'm putting pressure on his relationship that don't need to be added. He trying to process letting this happen and making their relationship work, right? I don't know what
problem that your friend created. Off of not knowing, like, the real intent of what's really going on.
And then Miss Jonisha said something I didn't think about. She said, I do not want her confronting my man, though. That's my job. I thought about the confronting part, right? The confronting part, what are you going to say? Because get real ignorant.
There's a whole lot of people.
That $90 he's spending on that meal.
A whole lot of people ain't trying to talk in that situation either, though. There ain't no talking gonna be involved a lot of times.
And you don't know who this chick is.
You don't know. She might shoot you. Anything could happen. You don't know what's gonna go on when you confront somebody.
The shooting. If she holler out, I'm his auntie, how stupid do you feel?
That's what I'm saying. Knowing the nature, because you don't know the nature of the situation. You're there and you're witnessing something, but you really don't know what you're witnessing. You're just there.
Now you see why I asked this question.
Yeah.
Because not many men said I would confront that girl. Nobody, in fact.
I don't think any man said anything.
No man comment said I'm confronting that dude, because guess what we understand? It's more men in this world willing to kill about how they feel than it is women.
It is.
We were made to stand our ground, protectors, so to speak. Women were made to be nurturers, so to speak. We got some thugs out here, but it's not a majority, right?
Yeah.
We understand approaching this situation is going to fucking probably be a real situation.
And 9 out of 10 is going to make things worse than what it really is.
We're going to tear this restaurant up over finding out that's her uncle.
Tables and everything and got broke because she eating lunch with her uncle and you ain't know who that was.
You done got your ass whooped. Even worse. You done went over there and got your ass whooped because that's her uncle.
Steak on the ground. Now you mad because you hungry because you done got to fighting over nothing.
You can't get your ass whooped and you ain't even in the relationship. Bena, I'm supposed to be with you. You out with your uncle. And my homeboy that got his ass whooped because you had lunch with your uncle.
What that sound like? You go home. What happened to you? Now you got to go home to your man and explain why you got beat up because you done jumped in something that ain't had nothing to do with you.
We laughing. But Bena.
It happens though. It does.
No.
People hurt themselves.
That's why I'm asking the question, because look how many people jump to. Bitch, call me. You better fucking confront them. You better
call me right now.
You don't know who that is. You don't even know who that is. Stay out them people's business.
You done caught a charge because you think that your friend man is doing something. Now you in jail and you don't know what you really fought for because you don't even know what's going on.
Loyal to a fault. And I ain't coming to get you. You took your ass over there, got your ass whooped. You sitting down there in Montgomery County eating cold beef stew. You gonna get out tomorrow, 12 hours. Go sit down.
You know, eating that dry ass cake that ain't got no taste to it. Talk about it.
Meanwhile, my old lady came home. We finna fuck tonight.
Like you done raise hell and got in a fight over something that had nothing to do with you. We at home eating popcorn and playing footsies, and you in jail.
And I ain't coming to get you. I don't got no. You didn't mind your fucking business. Was my point.
And
why is my relationship so important to you? You ain't in this relationship. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case,
a lot of people don't have their own business to be in, so they feel like they need to insert themselves too. I had to put that in there.
That's true. What's the longest relationship you ever been in?
5 years. I was married for 5 years.
Married for 5 years. Okay. Do you want the whole truth from your partner moving forward?
Moving forward? What do you mean?
Whatever relationship you in or in, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to find out your personal business now. I'm saying after this that old marriage, whatever relationships, moving forward from today, do you think you want the whole truth from your partner?
Asking for the whole truth is a heavy statement because the whole truth, a lot of people want the truth, but can you handle the whole truth? In certain instances, I don't think I'm ready for the whole truth. I may be, but it depends on how involved we are. If I'm really in love and invested with you, then yes, I want it. It's going to hurt my feelings, but at least I know the truth and the real deal, what's really going on.
You can handle the whole truth.
I can now.
All right. So if your man asks, this is him feeling this after, let's say, 10 years of being together, right? If your man asks to have sex with another woman because your sex drive is lower than his, how do you respond? You said you wanted the whole truth. So how do you respond to this man that don't want to leave you and don't want to lie to you? How do you respond?
Well, I'm not with the whole poly thing or like the whole let's have a threesome
We ain't
type
say
thing.
nothing about poly.
Personally, I don't want to do that.
We ain't say nothing about poly.
We're gonna have to part ways because if he's trying to bring somebody else in, that's a big thing now, though. So it makes sense.
We didn't say nothing about poly. He don't want to be with the woman. He want to.
I put it in there. Can involve that part too, though, because a whole lot of women will agree to things of that nature just to keep the person that they want. They don't want to be without them.
Okay,
I'm leaving
so
too.
a man is literally just expressing, you're not fulfilling my needs sexually. I need more, right? And you're adamant about, I ain't doing that. I'm gonna keep it at the level we've been keeping it at. I'm cool with that. Right. Have you been there before where you just like he wanted too much? Have you experienced that?
Yeah, I have. But I parted ways. I've been in that situation before years back. I have. That's what I'm saying. But I'm not one to where I feel like I just need somebody that bad to where I'm gonna lose myself and agree to things that I wouldn't naturally agree with just to keep somebody, because you don't need anybody. I can be alone and be just fine, but that's me. There's women who feel like they need a man and they'll do anything to keep him.
Oh, baby. Okay. You don't need anybody. I just said you was hypothetically married 10 years. That means you're invested. You're invested more.
After 10 years, if you can't see past that, or we can't find our own spark to where we can fix it within ourselves, ain't nobody else coming in my damn room. We gonna part ways.
You ain't trying to fix it. You just told him, man, he can't have it. That's the only reason he just asked about.
If he agrees that
I'm saying
we can't fix on our own,
you stop the compromise. You stop the compromise once you said you ain't getting no more.
Right. So I mean, it is what it is.
He tried to fix it by saying, let me just go do this. I'm gonna be safe. I ain't reckless, and I'm being honest with you because I don't want to hurt you. I'm gonna keep it out your face. This man is doing everything to keep this relationship, right? Naturally, what Steph said, the relationship should be stronger than sex, right?
It should. Yeah. It should have more base than that.
We can't all no, it's got more base than that because he's being honest with you. Clearly. Yeah. That spells that it's more than sex if he's able to come to you and ask you instead of cheat on you.
Yeah, but that's a
because I'm gonna tell you right now, ain't no nigga in their right mind that respects this woman and loves her, the ground she walk on, and want to be with her and continue to build, coming to you to tell you, I had the chance to fuck today. I ain't do it. Want to know if you will allow it though. No, they going to get their rocks off.
If a man ever came to me and said that he wouldn't have no teeth in his mouth, first of all, especially if I've been married to you for that many years, like that is so disrespectful to me though. Like the way that you worded it is very disrespectful. That take a lot of balls.
What way did I word it? Which part are you talking
about? I had a chance to fuck today. Would you allow it?
No, not that. That was me joking.
Because wait a minute, because wait, I'm envisioning how you said. That's what I'm saying. Me?
No. That's not. I'm not saying that way. That was me getting on by the point.
Just anyway.
But I'm saying if a man sat down with you, had a real conversation with you that sexually I'm not satisfied.
Right.
And it's nothing wrong with you. You said you can attest to, I know this man wants more sex. He needs more, right? This is both of y'all agreeing that this is an issue between us, right? And he said, let me pose a different angle, see if it works. Immediately you said, I'm leaving. You didn't say, you didn't give me no other thing that could work. You just said, I'm leaving this nigga. 10 years?
Because look, man, look. It's
just tell me about this. You said your longest. Hold on. You said your longest relationship was 5 years.
5.
Baby, you did more in that relationship in 5, but you talking about the 10 you gonna leave.
Okay, but the one that I was in the longest wasn't a healthy one either, though. You ain't asked that part.
No, I knew it wasn't healthy because you left. It was over. No, healthy still be growing, and they can't be healthy. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Here's my thing. You talked about punching somebody in the mouth. Domestic violence ain't the key.
That's not the answer, but it seemed like the right solution in the time. But it's never the answer.
Shit, I got the right one tonight. All right. Okay. Let's further the conversation. This man is trying to appeal to you in the manner of respect, right? He's literally just telling you, I'm going through some things internally. I'm being honest with you because that's what you asked of me when we joined in this union, right?
Yeah.
We joined in this union. We've grown together. We've been through some things. We fought, we argued, we fixed it. I don't think that I should have to hide from you how I'm evolving sexually, right? He says, this is how I've evolved sexually. Your answer is get the fuck up, kick rocks still?
But that's me speaking on my own self too, because I know I go above and beyond anyway, especially with my husband. So once I gave you my all of what I can do, what more can I do? If you're not happy with that, I mean, we might can try a few little things here and there. But after that, if you bring up somebody else, then yeah, it's over with. Once you done had that thought, you know what I'm saying? Especially after 10 years, it's a long time.
No, I'm saying you are open to exploring with your man.
Yeah, of course. Right? Of course. Yeah.
And hey, let's try some shit. If you need to switch it up, what I need to put on this green ass wig from the stripper you saw last week. Okay.
Or Lele, right?
I get it. So you saying I'm not gonna be basic, I'm not gonna be simple. I ain't just kicking them out. You will have
yeah. I didn't mean like just off the top, but after the other women thing gets involved, and that's that's different, especially after 10 years, because y'all very invested.
Are you open to what Miss Steph said? He can if I can.
Me, no.
You just done if we got to step outside of this.
Yeah. I'm like with the whole.
Keep in mind, I never said. Oh, I did say it was your husband of 10 years. Or
yeah. I don't like the whole open.
I thought I said 10-year relationship though, not husband.
You said marriage, I believe, didn't you? Maybe you didn't. Maybe that's what I heard.
I don't think it mattered though. If we've been
after 10 years, ain't that a common law anyway? We married.
I don't even care about the common law. Because if you watch my other podcast, I said these motherfuckers charging us to be in love and fall out of love. Like, why we can't just make a pact between us and have what we have without them charging us, right? But
Right.
at the same time, I want you to get everything. If I happen to meet my early demise or you, I want my lady to be taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
Tax bracket wise and all other legal issues. I don't want my family taking what she deserves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I would never put her in that position. But here's my thing. I get why you're saying what you're saying. I ain't even opposed to it. I receive it 100%. Miss Steph says my husband would never ask that shit anyway. But honestly, if our sex life was that bad, I offer for him to step out. Hell, that's less stress on me. I like the open mind. I like how different people say I would invite it. The only reason I don't agree with it is because you're opening up the bedroom now.
Yeah, and once you open it, it's gonna stay open because you already gave him that leeway. When you try to keep it closed again, you've already gave him that chance to step out. Now, so, you can get somebody in and take them out. Say I give you one coupon to go do this one time. That's gonna turn into you doing it over and over and over again because I've allowed it.
Miss Jones said my answer is unfortunately I can't accommodate you in that way you need. So therefore, maybe someone else can fulfill you in that way that I can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She said, if you just need a little spunk, I would dress up as Medea and beat your ass if you want me to. She just saying whatever to spice it up. I'm willing to do it.
Yeah.
Not willing to. I don't know if she's saying she. Are you saying, Jonisha, you willing to stay and try to work on his sexual desires? Or are you saying you're going to leave? Are you going to stay even? Are you going to allow him to step out? That's what I'm asking. Are you going to allow him to step out and do his thing? And mind you, ladies, remember what I'm asking. And fellas, remember what I'm asking. This is not a reckless man. This is not a man you can't trust. This is not your past who you had to check on and follow. And this is the man that's literally done zero to make you believe he will betray you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
The man coming to you emotionally within emotional intelligence, and he's just telling you, I have a different desire. I've evolved sexually, and I'm wondering if we can explore this route, right?
Right.
So I'm not talking about a reckless man. Please don't go to that mind state. So Ms. Donisha follows up with the second. I will try to work on things. She's saying she'll stay and she'll try to get that man in line and all the shit he need. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Even if it means whatever it means.
Mm-hmm.
She said she tried to work on. I like that answer 100%. I hope men, let's not put this on the ladies. Fellas.
Where the men at anyway? The men ain't in the comment section?
They in there. I'm gonna post some in the comments. It's just small things. They're mainly responding to what some of the women said in the comments.
Okay.
So it doesn't pertain to us. I'd have to read the girls' comments. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I asked you, do you want the whole truth?
Yeah. And look, I backfired on my own answer because apparently not. Because apparently I ain't ready for it either.
That's what I was gonna come back around for. I don't think nobody.
I'm following.
I don't think nobody wants the whole truth in a relationship.
It's a hard pill to swallow. It is. It can be. It can be.
For me, it ain't about the pill. You know what I understand about relationships? There's a reason you have a best friend. There's a reason you may have a mom or dad. There's a reason you have a sister, a distant friend, or a coworker. All those relationships, you didn't cultivate those to pour all of your information into me.
Right.
So when you start speaking to those people in their capacity and in those limits or boundaries, I understand why you didn't bring it to me.
Right. You got different you go to for different things.
I'm gonna tell you where I'm biased, though. I'll tell you where I'm biased, and I'm gonna be very honest. I've done a show about this already. I'm probably gonna bring back a part 2 because I had very different people on the show, and I don't think they were open-minded.
Okay.
Enough for the topic. But I don't believe a woman should have a heterosexual male best friend, right? The reason I say that is because if I meet you and you got a male best friend, I feel like the spot of consoling you is already filled.
And it is.
Y'all may have visited even the conversation of having sex before or done it.
And they probably still are.
Probably still fucking. You know what I'm saying? Or it's on the verge of.
It's coming. Exactly.
I can't go like that. You got a heterosexual male best friend? I don't even play with the girls that say, he gay. That's my bet. Them niggas fuck women too.
They still got a dick. And you still got a pussy. So in the meantime, if you just so happen to cry to him at the right time, he gonna fold.
Here's my problem. That nigga saw you get undressed and change clothes in the first week you met him. You made me wait 90 days or whatever.
Sometimes longer than that.
Because he identified as gay. This man, this grown-ass man, can watch you get naked, take a shower, get out, and sleep in the bed with you. Slap you on your ass in the club, drunk, come out, hey, because he tied his shirt up.
It's still a man.
That nigga will give you that whole 9 inches. But you want me to be secure in my manhood when I know this is another man to me.
Just like vice versa. Women don't want you all to have a woman best friend because of the same thing. It's vice versa. It can go both ways though.
Whether she fine or ugly, right?
It don't matter if she fat, whatever. They still want you to have that. Yeah.
They don't want you around them. What you going over there for? For what? At this
Why
hour?
you call her every time you get mad? Okay, but then you gotta look in the mirror too, sis, because you can't tell him that he can't have that, but you want Craig in your corner.
Miss Steph say I have a male best friend and he's now friends with my husband. Salute. Salute. I understand that people do things I can't go for. Right? That's why it's somebody for everybody.
Exactly. Everything ain't for everybody.
Also, the narrative I paint is not an absolute. I'm not speaking. These are not blanket statements, right? I'm telling you what I can't go for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But listen to what she also said. Since I've been married, we've never hung out alone.
Okay, that's different.
You're not speaking in the terms I'm speaking on. I'm talking about the women that literally go out with these niggas.
They go out with them and go to brunch and everything else. Yeah.
Yo, dude ain't around. You know what I'm saying? She invites
y'all
you.
Having movie night by yourselves and
she invites you to what she wants you to come to.
Big on the want you to.
Y'all get into it because men don't pay attention a lot, and I hate that for us. We don't pay attention. We don't pay attention when a woman strategically doesn't invite you to shit. Men, you got to start paying attention, man. Y'all got to start paying attention. These women know what they doing. Baby, I'm finna go hang out with such and such. They purposely didn't invite you to that party.
You wasn't invited from the get-go. They already knew you weren't going to be invited.
You weren't coming. But guess who there? Or guess who on standby?
Best friend there.
Best friend. But she only gonna say Stephanie name. She ain't gonna say nothing but Tiara name.
Oh, who's gonna be there? Oh, just the girls.
Lizzie, the girls. And then if you happen to find out the guys showed up, they came late.
Oh, well, they wasn't supposed to be there. You know, my homegirl called so-and-so, and then 10 more of them came with him, and I ain't had no control over that because it wasn't my house.
I always just say I know. Or you forget one part. No, we met up later at the other spot.
We was going here, but then wasn't nothing going on here, so we carried ourselves over to this spot.
I know, because that's the best friend.
The whole time all this was drawn out.
All I'm going to say is, I know plans when I see them. You know what I'm saying? I know
When you
plans.
put 2 and 2 together.
No, it don't be 2 and 2. It really be 1 plus 1. They make it 2 and 2 when they start explaining.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna put this all on the women. Fellas, y'all stupid. Y'all dumb as hell. Ain't no way you telling her you going to the studio and all them hoes just so happen to be rapping too. Them bitches ain't rapping. Glorilla the only one coming out the project rapping right now.
So all of a sudden,
Sexy
there's 10
Real.
people who all of a sudden ain't never had nothing. They want to talk about it on the same night. Okay.
You smashed her in the car just like she smashed the other nigga, the best friend in the car, at the location. I get it. Y'all had a pillow and everything in the back seat. I ain't never got that comfortable in the car, but I know y'all did it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? The fellas, them dumbass lies, they only work on the girl that ain't trying to leave you just yet.
Yeah. She not ready to cut ties yet.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ellery in the building, he say cut the crap. That's how I go.
Ellery, go on somewhere, man.
Miss Steph said 100%. I don't play without my husband anyway. Listen, that's a marriage. Y'all do what y'all want to do.
Right. That's a personal choice. Right.
And I'm happy y'all happy. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to find somebody you can align with, for real. Mr. Mike, my dog. I think he Gator Nation, but I'm roll tide. You know how that go. He said, yeah, the male best friend be patiently waiting like a stalker in the night.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
I don't think that's everybody, but my whole truth is they going. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna move on to the next question for you. If your man asked to have sex with another woman was the last thing, your sex drive was lower, right? Ma'am, secrets and girl code, because it's some things I need to know. You got to teach me right here. What's your number one girl code rule?
The number one rule for me is if you cross paths with somebody and you know that I'm getting involved with them, or if I'm inquiring information about them, be honest about it. Be upfront about it. It shouldn't be a secret that even if y'all have only messed around one time or whatever the case might be, even if y'all just used to talk. I want to know that.
What dictates whether or not you mess with the dude?
Sexually wise. If y'all just talking on like.
No, if he fucked once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. When it comes to that, if y'all just had like casual conversation, okay, that's small. But anything past that, I need to know, because don't sit in my face and the whole time you know something that, you know what I'm saying, wasn't gonna sit right with me and you sit up here and played in my face.
So if he only hunched one time way back in the day, you still ain't gonna explore?
No, hold on. You ain't say all that now. If it was like high school crap,
no,
that's different.
I'm saying if that's the scenario. I didn't.
Yeah, that's different. That's different. I still give it a chance then. That's different. But if it's like, 2 weeks ago you was feeling froggy and you leaked a little bit and you ain't telling me that.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. So my scenario for you, because I asked that question, is if your homegirl is cheating on a good man, how do you respond to that?
I'll touch on it one time, and
how?
I'll speak to her with the sense that I have on a situation, to where if you can't see what you got, and I'm coming to you and I'm telling to you as a caring friend, and you still don't see it after I've broadened your eyes to it, then I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't make you treat somebody right. But once you come to me after he done chose to leave because you wouldn't appreciate him or whatnot, I don't want to hear about it either. You knew what you had and you chose to let it go.
Now that's big. I would go so far.
My phone messed up. That's on me.
You good, baby girl? Good, baby girl.
But yeah,
it ain't about to die, is it? The phone ain't about to die, is it? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can't hear nothing.
Okay, log off, and come back. All right, so we got Miss Bena getting her stuff together. While we got that together, what I want to touch on was, for me, if somebody is dealing with somebody, if somebody's dealing with somebody and I don't know about it, right? I honestly don't want to know nothing unless it was sexual, like she said. If it wasn't sexual, then man, I don't really care. It depends on the type of relationship you built. You building a relationship with somebody, talking this, that, and the third, and y'all was big on it. You know what I'm saying? I can't really get mad that y'all met and kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? Y'all met, kicked it off. Dope. It didn't work out, even if y'all had sex one time. And like she said, depends on how recent it was. If it was yesterday, baby, I don't know. I don't know. Miss Jonisha, she says, I don't condone in cheating. I will always be sure to give the best advice I can in the situation. I agree. That was to how Miss Bena responded. So I agree with that. I actually can't even disagree with that. Steph said, you got to let people hand themselves. Can't save everyone. Handle it themselves. You can't save everyone. That's true. I don't even be trying to save people no more. You know, I'm going to say my piece, and then however you want to move forward, hey, move like that. That's how that go. Miss Marcia, blessings to you. She said, speak on it. Then let it go. People are going to do what they want to do anyway. That's 100% true. Miss LaMonica in the building, she said, I agree with Bena. You can't make somebody treat somebody right. That's true. Miss Steph, she said, you got to let people hang themselves. Can't save everyone. So for me, it's not even about hanging yourself. I don't think that people try to hang themselves. Sometimes people act off impulse, right? They act off impulse and the heat of the moment. Y'all know how shit goes. Sometimes it just feel right in the moment. We've all been there. It just feel right tonight. Then you wake up tomorrow and realize, damn, that might not have been the best decision. So I'm a benefit of the doubt type of guy, but how much of an adult are you? How much of an adult are you? Are you telling me right now that in this moment, you forgot all about what we done built? That meant more to you. So stay over there. No hard feelings. We ain't got to fall out about it. Stay right there where you at. You know what I'm saying? Stay right there. I don't think we have to get into it over it either. I had a situation where a young lady was absolutely interested in my homeboy. I told this on the pod I shot last night. I probably shouldn't tell it tonight before I release it, but I shot an in-person pod last night, right? And they couldn't believe my answer. But the question was, have they ever put women to the test before they actually committed to them or fuck with them, right? And I think 2 out of the 3 guys said, no, I don't do the test. I don't do the test. You know what I'm saying? If I remember correctly, 2 out of 3 said no. But one of them said yes. But it was like testing her in a different way than I was speaking on. But ultimately, to wrap it up, I mentioned I used to put women to the test because I wanted to know if you really fuck with me. So I put them through tests. And the one stupid test that I put a girl through was I sent my tall 6'8", 6'9" homeboy that looked like an NBA player. He dressed well. He come from money. He had way more than I ever had. You know what I'm saying? So I asked him Miss Bena, can you hear me, baby?
I'm back. I don't know what happened. We had a little minor glitch, but everything's
cool.
back in motion.
Just had to log off and come back. So I sent my 6'9" NBA player looking homeboy after this girl. And I said, just go holler at her, man. See if she's straight. You know what I'm saying? See if she's straight. And I ain't never seen that girl again to this day. And that was over 17 years ago. So that can tell you how long ago it was. On one side of the coin, I was right about how I felt. She wasn't straight.
Right.
She wasn't fucking with me for real. On the other side of the coin, nigga, what did you do? You know what I'm saying? What did you do to make her never even talk to me again? Like, did I send the wrong homeboy?
He definitely backdoored you real bad.
I don't know if it was his fault or her choice. Because I spoke to her again. They definitely never fucked around again after that, but she would not tell me what happened either.
That's interesting.
That's why it's still a question mark today.
That would really dwell on my brain too. Because I'd be like, what do you mean?
I want to be able to solve that cold case, but it's a cold ass case. Because she was like, never want to talk about that. Don't worry about that. But we cool. It's good to see you doing good. Da, 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 da. I'm like, nah, I don't want to. The air ain't clear.
It's not clear at all. It's very foggy. I need to know why.
I'm admitting that I sent a man to you to see if you would be loyal to me, and y'all disappeared together, and neither one of y'all spoke to me for years. What the fuck happened?
Like, what was said in the conversation between them? That's what I want to know.
Wouldn't give me nothing. Wouldn't give me nothing. All she'll tell me is, I don't fuck with him. Like, we did, but I don't fuck. She admitted they fucked. That part,
right, but
she wouldn't go past that. I already knew y'all fucked when you wouldn't answer my calls the next morning.
But ain't no way it was just one time if they disappeared like it. Which I mean, it could be because you never know. But that's just it's very odd. It's odd behavior.
I had a homeboy introduce to me something I didn't know what it meant back then. He was like, I think she pegged him, bro.
Are you in tune with him?
I don't know him like that. Like, I knew him, but I wasn't in his house. Like, I don't know what he liked. We was homeboys in the military together.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Brothers in arms. We deployed together, all of that. Like, we was close, but we wasn't. I didn't know his personal business and what. All I knew is he had all the bad women.
That is odd, though. Like, they both disappeared on you.
If I had to describe him, Mike Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah, you got to say it right. I said, I know how I get down. I can have a conversation. Mike Lowry looks the part and got the personality and the money. He ain't tripping over no look.
Right, exactly.
Dinner or take you to a concert. It ain't tricking to him. It's just
right, because he got it. Right.
No, came from money, plus he was in the military.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, man, he took that girl, they disappeared. I just felt like they went into witness protection for about 9 months.
Something major went on. They just don't want you to involved in what happened.
I quit asking when she wouldn't tell me. But to this day, I can tell you that story, and I promise you, I want to close that cold case so bad.
Yeah, because your whole face changed when you brought that up. You was like, I need to know.
Yeah. Because I ain't never heard nobody tell me no story like this. I can admit I was grimy for sending a dude after a girl I was supposed to be fucking.
Yeah. You was. But we
no
do
better.
things sometimes because we want to be in the know. We do.
No, I was coming off of my first love relationship. I didn't trust women. And I thought just hearing it from all the dudes, like, man, let your homeboy try to holler at her. If she go, let her go. Right?
That's what they say.
So I sent her. I sent the wolf, didn't know it was a fucking bear.
But what made you have that itch to want to send her like that though? Was she doing something to make you think she wasn't?
My cues was as simple as this. She wasn't a communicator. I didn't know what love languages were back then.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like to talk about a lot of shit. She didn't want to spend time talking. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Talking to her was opening up, and maybe it was too soon. It was the first year. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It could have been. Yeah.
I don't know. We was in our early 20s, young. You know what I'm saying? I'm the nigga that was willing to sit down and talk with you about whatever.
Right.
Since I didn't even know what my gift to gab was for growing up. I just knew I could fit in any room, in any circle, run my mouth, be the center of attention, didn't mind if all eyes was on me. Right. So if I'm that guy that don't mind eyes being on her, she was the person that wanted to be way in the background and don't say but 3 words to me and high and by type chick.
Y'all two different people.
I ain't know nothing. Again, opposites attracted though, because she was overwhelmed by, damn, I really like how you light up, like you really make me laugh.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Miss Jonisha said, see, you really can't test a man. You got a homegirl who look like Nunu, he for sure gonna go. That's a lie.
He gonna fold. I would fold for Nunu. Hell.
That's a lie. I never liked Nunu. I had this argument.
Really?
She's not my type. No, it's something about her. They don't do it for me.
Okay, Lisa Ray. That's a given. All men like Lisa.
I just want to kiss her. I don't want to hunch. That's what I'm saying. I'm different. The things that men like about well-known women, it's only 1 or 2 things I would enjoy. So, like, okay, here's another girl. Remember when Buffy the Body came out? Do you remember her? All the men loved her.
Yeah, they did.
I don't want no parts of it. It wasn't them for me. I was like, yeah, she looked good. You know what I'm saying?
That's it, though. That's probably all she had to offer anybody was that.
And this is a good question. What's your type, Jay? I don't have one. I got a mood.
She touched on that too.
I got a mood. I got a vibe attraction. So, like, some of the most downplayed cool women ain't dressing flashy, ain't got on much. She probably got on everything from the flea market. But her sex appeal and her conversation just drew me. It's a vibe for me.
Conversation rule the nation. It ain't all about that.
No, she ain't gotta say nothing. Just walk by me. I can feel this is a good person.
You got a gift.
And then I start talking and she confirms it or disproves it. One of the two. You know what I'm saying? Depending on what kind of day she had, like you said earlier. You know what I'm saying?
Depending on the mood.
So to ask me what my type is, that's a very good question. That's dope. But if you looked at the women over my lifespan, which I could show, right? None of them have anything in common. Nothing about them look alike, size-wise, nothing. Maybe 2 of them are almost the same size, but not even close.
And that's it.
They're not even the same color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's not I tell you what I'm not into. If I could, and this is gonna sound bad. Fuck. Don't y'all kill me for this. I ain't into big girls. I always brought my homies with me somewhere for the BBWs. I tried it when I was younger. And by BBW, I'm talking about bigger than Lizzo.
BBWs.
You got to move that phone. The internet keep dropping and picking back up.
I don't know why. I'm sitting right by the router. Hold on real quick.
Yeah, it keep dropping. So
okay. Is that better?
I don't have it be some big, beautiful women. Yeah. It be some big, beautiful women. You hear me? I like a little meat I like a lot of meat on the bones. But if you get to be 4'11", 400 pounds.
That's a little too much. You said meat, not the whole platter.
But they saw that 6'5" nigga that like big girls standing next to me and came and tried to holler at me. Girl, that nigga can pick you up. I can't.
Sometimes you want to test the waters anyway. You know, they might want you. Just because you don't want them, don't mean they ain't looking at you. They might not want the dude that want them. A whole lot of people don't want the people that want them. They want the challenge.
Girl, listen, I like the challenge. Please be bigger than me.
Mm-hmm.
Please be taller than me. All that. But I'm talking about the ones that know damn well I only come with so much meat. I got to spend most of the time moving one of your cheeks to get to it. Come on, man, don't do that to me. Let's be logical here. And then, no, we don't know what each other working with.
You know.
Your service could be tilted, and you can't take but so much. See, I know anatomy and physiology.
Educated.
Come on, Jonisha, we did them classes together. But I'm saying not everybody likes the same thing, right?
That's true. That's very true.
But for me, body type, right? Body type, and then being honest with yourself about what you can handle. And also attracted to. Some things you're just not attracted to. You know how many women that looked at me and said, I don't want no nigga your height.
Yeah, everything ain't for everybody.
You ain't ugly. You ain't ugly, Jermaine. You just short.
Yeah. Everything ain't for everybody. It ain't.
It never hurt my feelings, though. I just understood her preference is different. But then I sit back and I chuckle because they jump right online and say the tall nigga had the little dick.
Like judging a book by its cover, you don't ever know what you're passing up.
No, all I say is I'm happy that happened to you. I'm glad that happened to you because you thought that big ass nigga with the muscles or that skinny nigga, because what they say.
But a whole lot of times that is the case. But I've
I don't know. I ain't never seen
that differ.
I ain't never seen. Just seen. I seen the ones that passed on me and ended up in a sad situation.
I can verify that. All the 6 foot ones ain't got it like it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I just keep wondering, is that important anymore? Because, baby, I think if you loved them a little more, you will get off to it. But I didn't even heard the girl say he came with Arby's. With the meats, but he lazy.
That's the worst.
I done seen that comment. And ladies, tell me if I'm lying. So I just don't, I be wondering sometimes.
But then, you know, you get the ones who got the meat but don't know how to work it either. So
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's the then you got the ones that got, you know.
You ain't getting nothing out of that build and that body you was looking for. Anyway, I want to move to the next order of business. This is going to be harsh. Have you ever noticed a woman that glow up after the relationship versus during the relationship?
Yeah.
Why do you
a whole lot of times, you know, some relationships have been holding you back because it's a situation that you probably should have been left, but you're holding on in the hopes that something would change, even though they haven't showed you the signs of change. And a whole lot of people who have been grateful enough to glow up after the wrong relationship, such as myself, I've done things like this. Thank God for that. Like, you know, it's because you realize that you mattered more than what you were, you know, dealing with or whatever the situation was with the man or whatever the case might have been. So, or then you get the people who act like they're glowing up and they're really not, and it's all for show.
I have a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, before I give you my different perspective,
yeah,
let me ask this question. How important is it to remain attractive to your partner while with them?
It's important to me because I want you to always be, you know, important to maintain yourself.
Say it again, it dropped. I don't know why your internet is dropping, but it's dropping.
Okay. It's important to maintain yourself and, you know, the outlook that the person had coming into it, because you can't just let yourself go and expect that attraction to still be there. That's how I feel about it.
So you're saying only the emotional part is the reason why a woman would glow up after the relationship versus, and what I'm speaking to is the women that literally let themselves go in a relationship, but they fine as fuck the day after the breakup. And I'm like, I watched you in that relationship for 7 years.
They ain't never looked that good in their life until after the fact. Yeah,
you didn't have a soul in until you broke up.
I've seen it. I've seen that.
When did you start wearing lipstick?
You ain't combed your hair in 10 years. Now you picked up a comb.
Now all your jeans look good. Your t-shirt ain't raggedy at the collar. It ain't.
You done washed your neck.
Did the relationship really drag you, or was you dragging in the relationship?
You allowed yourself to be dragged along.
I don't like
That's what
that
that
shit.
was. Yeah. That's
shit.
A sad situation. It's sad because that means the whole time you knew your potential and what you could have been, but you sold yourself short.
For me,
you didn't want to put forth the effort.
The reason I asked that question is because I think a lot of people, this is not gender specific. I don't want the women to think I'm talking about them because I mentioned lipstick, weave, this, that, and the third. I'm just a man that like women, right? But I'm gonna speak for both genders. Bro and sis out there that wake up every day and do the bare minimum for your partner. You ain't putting on that lingerie for no reason, just to turn them on. Even if you don't hunch, let them see it on you. Fellas, if she like you in them stupid ass gray basketball shorts from high school with the whole, you knew she was turning on by, put them dumb ass shorts on.
Wear them, right. Do your part. Doing your part matters. Yeah.
Remind her of why she loves it here.
Yeah. It's important to revisit and re-embrace things like that.
You done stop getting your damn haircut because you know she gonna do all that nasty shit anyway at the end. Go get your haircut, bro. Align up if you got
something.
How the fuck would you you gonna stop getting your beard lined up because now you got her?
And like, especially if she told you from jump she don't like it all raggedy looking or whatnot, why would you sit up there and just do that and then wonder why she's so unhappy?
Or I'm on your ass, ladies. I'm on your ass tonight. This is just me. I don't blame Miss Bena. She could say she speaks for herself. I'm speaking for Jermaine. Ladies, go to hell. Go straight to hell. If you trying to make me believe, if you trying to make Jermaine believe you too tired to oil up after you get out the shower.
Who walked?
I'm going to bed. I'm tired. Yo, ankles would never ask you when I was sneaking over here.
Right. Now that she feel like she got you in the bag, she ain't got to do all that no more. A whole lot of people get too comfortable.
All I'm saying is, like you said, don't get too comfortable. It bothers me that people get so comfortable with, I'm too okay, look at this. Look, we have a prime example right here. Miss Jonisha. I definitely be too tired. I have 5 kids. The fuck? You a lie. Cap. You want me to tell you how I know she cap? No, I want to know how I know she cap?
Yeah.
Because I seen her post pictures in her story where she was redoing her hair. She had on a nice outfit for a new job. She puts it on. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
She keeps herself well kept. You're lying, Jonisha. You be tired. You do a lot. You're lying.
And that is positive reinforcement. I appreciate that.
You keep that man stimulated because you want to keep that man.
Yeah. And your self-care is very important. It is.
I don't know that that's your reasoning for it. I don't know your real life. I'm not finna sit up on here and act like I know they every day, right? Like she just said, look, she said, he is lying. That is once out of the month. Here's my thing. I've seen you more than once out of a month looking amazing. Cut the crap. You get dressed.
He complimenting you, girl. You go, girl.
It ain't even about the compliment. I'm just saying, I've seen women go years.
Many years.
But the day after the breakup, I don't know who the fuck they are. Because I'm like, oh, now you a 5-star chick. After the nigga gone, why you ain't just leave him?
They went from Celie to Beyonce.
In one night. In one night, call the girls. Call the girls. We finna get lit. We finna, see what I'm saying? So, and she agreed. She said, okay, I ain't going years now.
Right.
The day hell.
You can have a lazy moment here and there, but he's speaking on like consistent.
I'm being realistic. I'm saying, damn, even once a week, remind me of why the first time I saw you, it was special for me.
You got to keep the spark there. Without no spark, ain't gonna be no flames and all the fireworks.
Fellas, I wasn't bullshitting when I said the Anthony Hamilton beard worked for some women, but not the type of women I pursue. Cut that shit off, bro. Line some other shit up. If the chin hair working, just keep it to the chin. You ain't got to try to connect it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to try to connect it.
Yeah,
they don't want connected beards anyway.
What works for one man don't work for all men, like you said. It might be one man who can pull something off, but that don't mean you can do it. Use what you got and what works for you.
All I'm saying is, on girls' night, if you look better for the girls you going out with than when you walk in the house to your man on a regular day, you bullshitting. Fellas, if you can get dressed up for your niggas in the studio, why in the fuck do your girl gotta suffer through your slides and your dusty ass not getting a haircut?
You getting dressed to go sit in their face, but you can't do it for me. Right. That don't make no sense.
I don't understand it. I will never get it. You know what I'm saying? I think the most important takeaway here is I'm not coming down on y'all. I'm just wondering, do y'all think about the shit that I think about? I see it. I see it daily across the internet. Girls posting the sexiest pictures, and the one picture they post of them and they nigga be terrible. And I'm thinking, why the fuck she look like that? But last night on Snapchat or Instagram, you was the coldest in the city.
She put it all out there for that one on the solo part, but when she with her significant other, it wasn't none of that. It's a whole different being.
And I got an attitude. You damn right I got an attitude back. You damn right I got an attitude back. Now, I ain't gonna keep you much longer, baby girl. The real question is, do you think people have a plausible reason to move on when someone lets themselves go in a relationship?
Yes. We just touched on that too, pretty much. Like, you know, like if you're not going to put forth the effort to keep me, why should I remain?
Hello. People are just showing you love. They love what you're saying. They also telling me to talk my shit. I know y'all laugh at me, but I be serious as hell.
Right. You be speaking on some real stuff. You do.
It's Key in the building. We got to revisit the show, baby girl. Quit running from me. You know what I'm saying? She one of the early vibers.
Okay.
I appreciate her back. What was the first thing you did after a hard breakup?
The first thing I did?
Tumultuous time. Like there was one of them tornadoes tearing your house up from the inside out. What's the first thing you did?
First thing I did was cry, to be honest with you. I was heartbroken. After my first real hard breakup, I was in my feelings real bad. I did. I've had those to where it take me a long time to recover.
I tell you what I did. I turned on BB King, The Thrill Is Gone, for some encouragement. And I sat in silence for months. Like no I made sure I didn't come into contact with nobody. And the reason I couldn't come into contact with somebody, or strategically didn't, is because I didn't want to say something I didn't mean about her to somebody that could potentially take that word back to her.
Right, exactly.
I made sure I contained what I was feeling, and I didn't want to project.
You're right.
Because what do we know about telling our family about our relationship when shit going wrong?
And then don't go take them back, because you ain't never going to hear the end of it.
They don't forgive them like we do.
They sure don't. Just because you be like, oh, it's okay, we'll get through it. Your family now hates them permanently, and you can never recover from that on their end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Miss Jonisha said, I never had a hard breakup. I cry for a few days, I guess, and keep it moving. That's a hard breakup, baby.
Yeah. But everybody handles things different. Like, because some people can just shed a few tears and move on. But some people, like people suffer with depression, which I've been there. You know what I'm saying? Certain people take certain falls really hard.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about options. If you're chosen last, we're talking about a guy that he got options. You done seen him fuck with a few before you. He know you, he know them, you know him, you know them.
What?
His last option. Can you really take that relationship or how you deal with him seriously?
Not at all. I won't even be the last option, because I don't even want to be chosen no more. I'm gonna nip that in the bud, especially if I've seen you work down the line and I know what you're about, and there's nothing good coming out of you at all. I ain't even gonna be the chosen one, because I want to be option all anyway. I'm gonna nip it in the bud.
Okay, so can you keep it?
That's my answer on that one.
No, I'm not disputing. I received that. I love it. I receive it. I'm not disputing it.
Yeah, that right there, because he's already showed you that you're going to end up hurt, or it's going to waste your time. So why even sign up for it?
Give me a minute to ask this question. Shoe on the other foot. Why do women expect us to be so great after we were their last choice?
I don't know.
Don't say you don't know. Talk to me about it. You
no,
don't just get to say I don't know.
Because I'm
tell
saying
me what you've experienced.
I've had guys who are my last choice, and I've wanted them to accept that and be the stand-up guy for me, but in the end, you wasn't even my first choice. So I've had the shoe on the other foot. That's why I said I don't know, because I've been there and I've done it. But that's what I'm saying. When you ask it about us, then yeah, it sounds crazy to even sign up for something like that. So how could you do that when you've done it to other people?
Being the last choice for fellas, since we seem to be the dumbest in this area, and thinking that apply pressure means wait until you get picked last. I don't think it's always horrible. Let me be serious, all jokes aside. I don't think it's always horrible. There are success stories of people saying, damn, I went through so many people just to realize she was right up under my nose the whole time. Right.
I've heard that.
We just didn't align. Timing wasn't good. So I'm not going to act like nothing works.
Timing does matter too. Timing is important.
Timing is one thing, but I'm talking about the woman that openly passes on you. Right. This is not a blanket statement. Once again, this is in my experience. A woman that openly passes on you will forever pass on you in some fashion, some form or fashion. She can absolutely accept you into her life. Y'all could be physical. Y'all could even get to the point of, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
There will come a time where she realizes you were never what she was looking for.
Yeah.
You know, she's going to remember, I don't really like him. Like, she's going to remember why she doesn't like you.
Right.
But if this man is a man with healthy resources, he's decent looking. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things a woman will hide, I believe.
Yeah.
To maintain this status of lifestyle.
Yeah.
Haven't we seen the woman we like, how the fuck that nigga get her?
Yeah, because he doing something for that she ain't never had before, more than likely.
I don't even think it's about maintaining, sustaining a certain lifestyle, right? Also, like you said, something she ain't never had, which was as simple as being treated nicely.
Yeah, and like you matter and that you're actually important to them. Because a whole lot of people, just because they're there with you, doesn't mean they see you or they value you.
Right. Key said something that's important. She said, but who wants to be the person?
Exactly. That's what I was saying. I don't even want to be chosen if you had all these other options and I'm watching you run through them. But that's my personal opinion. Like you said, some people are big on the timing thing, and you know what I'm saying. And the whole time, yeah, you was there, this and that. But at the same time, like what she's saying, I feel that I'm watching you pick all these other people before me. Even so, if I put my effort in and you still rejected it, that hit different. Why would I settle for it?
Ain't that what men do to y'all before we get y'all? Not the dude you actually really like first. I'm talking about the majority. Don't we spend a lot of time trying to convince you I'm him? I've really got good intentions for you, or I really want to fuck you. Let's be honest.
And see, a whole lot of guys can't keep that part up front.
Wait. I'll say, do you really want to know I just want to fuck you up front? Let's be honest. How far I get?
Because it'll save me a lot of time.
No.
Me.
How far do I get with telling you first day I would really love to have the most amazing sex with you? I don't care how intelligent I am with putting the sentence. Do you really want to hear that shit?
I've had guys come to me and tell me that, and I appreciate the honesty though. I do, because say that I'm looking at you for a different reason. Once you open your mouth and say that, I know you have no good intentions with me at all. There's some point in me trying to keep pursuing something that's already a dead situation.
Bena, you realize you didn't answer my question, right?
I took my own route. I know.
No, ma'am. You don't get away. You do not get away. How far do I get if I tell you the truth?
You're not. It's not.
I am sexually attracted to you at this point in my life right now. And I want it. And I don't know what it is. I don't know who you are, what you got going on. I would like to explore that. To that you say what?
Nah, negative. It ain't gonna happen.
Why do you think men are not so forthcoming? We're not as dumb as we looked. Now, there are men out there really jumping out the window.
Yeah.
Right? Though you might be sexually attracted too, but you know, let me ask you a question, right? Goddamn, I just had a question that ain't even on the list. Y'all be just as sexually attracted as we are, and then demonize us for being the first to say it when you feel the same fucking way.
Well, see, I gotta speak on myself in that question. I gotta speak on me in that question, because I'll come to you directly and tell you myself. But that's me. All women can't do that. But I'm very outspoken as it is anyway.
Bena.
What? I'm answering for me. I can't answer for everybody else.
I know you answer for you. You stressing me out.
I stress everybody out.
You ain't told nobody you wanted to fuck first.
Yes, I have.
That's cap.
So, okay, it's capped to you in your mind. I'm being dead serious. Yes, I have. Quite a few times.
We talking about the guy that you like first or liked you first? I
Both.
said guy that liked you first, not the guy you picked.
It's gone both ways for me. I'm being serious about that. Yeah. Don't be stressed.
No, I have no pushback.
It's worked both ways for me.
Let me get to the comments. They're going crazy.
Okay.
And I always want to include them because I love them to death. I appreciate y'all for joining us. Miss Fakisha, she says, yes. Give me a choice and let me know what it is, period. If I'm down,
Yeah.
I'm Bena, don't just say yeah.
No, for real.
What's the other side of this statement?
Do it or not. If she going for it, she going for it.
What's the other side of this statement?
If I'm down, I'm down.
What's the other side of what she just said? What does a man endure by doing what she just instructed us to do?
You're gonna get the backlash for it. I get what you're saying, but that's what I'm saying. But every woman's mind doesn't work the same. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm hearing you.
And it's a blanket statement. I'm talking about the majority.
Okay, majority. You're gonna get backlash for it. Yes, you are 100%.
To talk about the few is futile. We ain't talking about the few. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
If men were to start waking up in the morning saying, I saw that picture yesterday of you sitting on that sink with all that ass. Buns are us. Can I have
it's definitely gonna get backfired.
Can I have some?
Can I have some? What is it, pie? I would have made a joke out of it though, but that's me. I'd have been like, what am I, a piece of cake? Like, what you mean?
And I'm gonna run with the joke if I want it bad enough. Absolutely, it's pie. Mama's and grandmama's pie, and I want more than one slice. I'm trying to eat today. What you doing? My point is, as much as you say apply pressure, tell me the truth, I don't think you want to hear the truth. I got to play with the truth. I got to lie. I think women prefer the warm lie over the cold truth. You know that I'm attracted to you because I don't know shit else about you. I just saw you. I can't speak to nothing else. So why am I being demonized because I'm attracted to you? Right?
Yeah.
I'm attracted to you. So yeah, my dick works. So it does speak to.
Right.
If I come to you in a manner of, I respect you, I would like to get to know a lot about you. If I'm intelligent, I want to know some things about you before I enter you. But the moment I bring it up, why did you entertain me for so long if you never wanted to fuck? Because you know damn well at some point you get horny too.
Yeah, and that's just wasting both of y'all's time that she's entertaining and keeping it up. Because what's the point of that?
I don't understand. Tell me the truth.
Yeah.
Don't understand. Tell me the truth. If tell me the truth gonna land me in the pits of hell. Or in the group chat. Girl, he want everybody.
Then your receipts being shown. They showing screenshots of the messages you sending and everything. Yeah.
I don't give a damn.
Happens.
Please show them. Please tell them. I don't give a damn. You know why I don't give a damn? Here's the problem I got with that. It's free advertisement, first of all, because you don't know how much your friend was feeling me prior to you bringing me up.
Right. That could be some good exposure for you.
And I ain't never lost. I'm going to tell you that. But my problem is you didn't have to go bash me because you didn't want the situation.
Right.
You never said nothing disrespectful to you. All you did was turn me down. So why I got to be the butt of the joke? Because I shot my shot. Now, because you said no, why would I stop shooting my shot because you said no?
Right.
And it just so happened to be an acquaintance of yours.
Yeah. And she probably made it easier for you now. Yeah. She didn't help you out without knowing she helped you out.
So because you met me, I tried to holler at you. What kind of loyalty do I owe you? I'm trying to get my partner out here. Girl, fuck you.
And that's it, and that's all.
Because I can't be sitting out here waiting on your no to wear off. Your
Right.
no is a respectful no. I get it.
Once you say no, okay, that's it, and that's all. Right.
Whoever else I'm attracted to, I need to move on.
Right.
Because I swear when I see you happy, I ain't got a word to say about it. I'm glad to see you found what you like.
Right. It should be no hatred in any speech or none of that.
If it's my homeboy, damn. Okay. Now I see what she like. No wonder I missed. He can dunk. I can't reach the rim. You know what I'm saying? Now I get it. But you ain't finna shame me.
She said keep shooting.
Yeah, Miss Key said keep shooting, baby. I'm gonna keep shooting. I swear to God. And open your fucking inbox. You hear me? Read my I'm not play. Because here's the thing, man. You can't shame me out of liking what I like. And whole time, I don't even know if I like you. I'm really just trying to get to know you.
Yeah.
I don't lead with can we fuck? That's to me, that's not using my intelligence.
It's not at all.
I really want to know something about you besides how fine you are. The world can see how fine you are.
Right. Anybody can see that.
And fine is
and
fine is subjective. What you like may not be what the next 10 women
like.
Exactly.
So
you can say that brother fine and 10 women say ill.
Be like, where?
All 10 of y'all move out the way because that's my man. That's what you would say, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's how we feel. But I think where it goes wrong is women think we'll fuck everything.
Yes.
You believe that?
Yes, to a certain extent.
What's the extent?
To a certain extent. Like you said, it's okay. This answer isn't about all men. It's a majority thing. Because yes, I do feel like that. Because just like you said earlier, in one of the last topics we touched on, if I send if you send your homeboy to the girl that you know what I'm saying, for, and he's gonna do that because this it's open for him. And a whole lot of men, they don't think with this. So that's, you know what I'm saying?
How many men around and about have you met in your lifetime?
A lot.
Okay, give me a number.
Sure, a lot. There ain't no number on it.
5,000?
Over 100 men. I know that much.
100 million that you've come in contact
100
with?
men, like school wise, outside wise, club wise, whatever.
No, so I said like 5,000. Is that too many?
Yeah, it probably is too many, but I mean,
5,000 is too many.
Yeah, has to be. Ain't no way.
Give me a second. I'm Googling something.
All right.
You said you ain't even met 5,000 men.
I don't know how many people I've met in my lifetime. That's an unknown question.
Of course it is. I said give me a round and about for a reason, but we have to play with a crazy number, right?
Yeah.
So I said 5,000. You either go up or you go down. Because see, I was in the military. I traveled the world. I know I've met way more and encountered way more than 5,000 women, not dealt with, but met and talked.
Oh, you talking about like just in general? Okay, yeah.
Right. Met and talked.
That's different than of course I've encountered more. Yeah, of course I have. Yeah.
Give me a number around and about.
I'd say about 8 to 10,000.
8 to 10,000 people in your life. Okay. You in Clarksville?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 5 seconds. And
okay.
All right. So in Clarksville's population for 2023, what do you think that number is?
Ooh, I have no idea.
178,602.
It's that many people here?
Yes.
Damn, I had no idea. I had no idea.
What was the number you gave me for how many men you met in your lifetime? That means traveling other places and here.
In different states and everywhere. Okay, yeah, that's low then.
10,000.
Yeah.
Right? To make the statement of I think most men will fuck anything sounds crazier now, don't it?
Yeah, because that's okay. Okay, yeah. Now I see where you're going with it.
This is why when women say most men do, I look at where the influence come from.
Yeah.
Where could that possibly come from? Right here, what we using. But what do we also know about the internet? People can be whoever the fuck they want to be.
Yeah, they can. You could be a whole different person. Then I meet you. Ain't none of that going on. A whole lot of people can type what they want to type and post what they want to post and or whatever. But it's not the real person. Mm-hmm.
Do you still feel the same way you said about most men?
Hell no, I don't. Because you open my eyes. I ain't even met most men, so I couldn't know that anyway.
And I'm just talking about where we live.
Mm-hmm.
178,000.
I didn't even know that it was that many people in Clarksville, so that was shocking to me.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So looking at those numbers, and you said you've done some traveling and still think you've met 10,000 men, right? Damn. In person to talk to and know that they have fucked anything, right?
Damn.
That's why those statements are so harmful for us even trying to approach y'all, because that mindset is detrimental to us connecting as a people. Men, these bitches loose, they hoes. Let's pause for a second. Let me replay the video for those that missed it in the beginning. Okay. All right. I'm going to replay this video, ladies and gentlemen, for those that missed it in the beginning. This is what I'm talking about.
Everyone's kind of a hoe, and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect.
Age and occupation.
OnlyFans. I do content creating like on OnlyFans, and I work as a legal courtesan, meaning a legal prostitute.
And then I do OnlyFans. I am a legal sex worker, and he started talking about hoflation, which is like that's which is saying that men used to have to do a lot less and get a very high value woman. He's like, so think about your grandparents and your grandmother. She was a high value woman. She, she raised the kids. She was conservative. She was beautiful. All of these things, and now we live in this moment where everyone's kind of a hoe, and you have to work harder to get a woman that doesn't have any self-respect or any value. And I just thought it was a really interesting video. It was obviously funny, but he was saying something, and we live in hoflation now, where everybody in their own capacity is selling their bodies. And unfortunately, these are the options that men have. No, I'm not saying, it's stunning to me that women talk about what men need to be and what men need to be, but I think just kind of the complete disintegration of when I look at, what my grandmother looked like in pictures. She passed in 2013, and just how classy and how beautiful and how much I wanted to be like her. And now I look at, women today, and I just think, man, I feel bad for guys that that the pool is getting smaller, but also it's really positive for women that are conservative and who it means that you're a part of maybe a smaller pool of individuals. I see it a lot more in the South, and that men should aspire to pursue those women, absolutely, to raise their families and to raise their kids.
With Candace Owens talking about whole culture, I wouldn't dare go somewhere and say because women are in a strip club stripping that they all hoes.
Right. You don't know the purpose of them being in there.
Because I know my homeboy been married 19 years to the stripper we met together on the pole. She ain't worked in there since. But I didn't know at 18 her mama kicked her out and she didn't have shit.
See, yeah.
Now,
the reason behind it.
Guess what she is today?
What?
A retired colonel from the military. Because we were already in the military, and he gave her information about the military. She came in as an officer.
See, that's great. Yeah, that's great.
My point is, circumstances sometimes dictate decisions.
Yeah, situations lead you to do things that you wouldn't even see yourself doing. Mm-hmm.
So my point is, I don't like approaching a woman, and because I'm a male, you already got a preconceived notion, whether it be because of my black skin or because I didn't phrase it right men ain't shit, they'll fuck anything. Or let's just say, you know who I smashed in the past.
Oh yeah.
Baby, your record ain't clean. You a virgin.
It's a whole lot of people, you know, like
how many
women,
kids and
I'm
baby
touching on
daddies you
women.
got?
They be judging, oh, you used to mess with her, she ugly, or she this and that. Okay, look at your record too. You done had some people that wasn't the best looking things either, or they didn't have nothing going for themselves.
That'd be weird to me that my ex can dictate where I'm going more than what you can tell about how I'm living today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or who I might have tried to deal with, didn't deal with them, tried. Or even if I did, why does that dictate where we going?
It should. It should.
So I had to put that out there only because I see it so much. I see it so much where we get met at the door with, oh, nah, you used to mess with such and such. And it ain't even no horrible rumor behind it. It's just you used to mess with such and such.
So what does that mean for me and you? Absolutely nothing.
You used to mess with your other baby daddies. I don't know shit about them, but am I supposed to say you trash because you did that?
Right, right. Yeah.
Or are you trash? Are you trying to tell me you trash?
Right. Because sometimes they trying to reflect on themselves, but they ain't trying to say it like it.
Really telling me something without telling me something, right?
Yeah,
so
they exposing themselves without realizing that's what they're doing. Yeah.
You've been great tonight. And
Thank
I thank you for showing up. I hope that you come back one day. Whenever.
Of course, if you invite me.
You already invited. I'm telling you, you're a friend of the show now. Come see me. You feel me? This is love around only the family. That's my
slogan. I feel it.
You know what I'm saying? So I would ask, what would you give women out there that experience heartbreak to end these times tonight? If they experience any heartbreak right now, they live in it. They can't see themselves out of it. They are living in the heartbreak. What advice would you give that young lady today?
Well, I'm big on prayer. You can pray.
And fellas.
You can
go ahead.
I've been in my deep depression days to where I felt like I couldn't make it through. Prayer works, and there's always a way out of anything. Even when you think it's not, there's always a way out of something. It is. It might not be how you want to go about it, and sometimes it requires you to make a change within yourself and to figure that way out on your own.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had Miss Bena joining us tonight. I'm talking about one of the greatest times. Ma'am, I'd like to thank you so much for your time and patience with me. You could have been doing anything in this world, being progressive and being your dope self, but you chose to allot me some time. So I want to really thank you for that.
Let's go.
Y'all be blessed, man. Y'all could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be right here with me. Y'all have a good rest of y'all weekend and be safe. Miss Bena, love and blessings.
You have a great night. Thank you.